Welcome to this new RAWSTER photo tutorial. My name is Mark de Rooij, I'm a Dutch-based photographer, and today I'm going to tell you more about where to focus in a cityscape photo. And of course there are many articles, blogs and books written about it, and basically they tell you all the same, and it's not a bad thing to apply it, but first think a little bit more about your own photo, what you want to achieve with your photo, and based on that you can pick the right way to focus. So check out this video. I hope you enjoy watching this type of videos, and please leave a comment below and don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. One thing photographers are often uncertain about is where to focus in a photo, and what I often see is they put the autofocus point in the main subject, so in this case it will be the buildings here in the background, and in fact, for landscape photography, that's not the right way to do it. Of course, you want the buildings to be sharp, but the buildings are in the background, and the foreground is even more visible because it's so big in the photo. So in general, you want the foreground also to be sharp, and if you put your autofocus point in the buildings in the background, that will never happen. So if you want to have everything sharp in a photo, you should apply the hyperfocal distance. You should put your autofocus point there. If you don't know what the hyperfocal distance is, please look it up in our website or in Google, because it's an important thing for landscape photographers. But that's not the message I want to share with you in the photo with this photo, because as you can see, the foreground in this photo is not sharp. What I want to share is, if you capture a photo, it is more about knowing and realizing yourself what you want to be sharp in the photo, because many landscape photographers apply the focusing in the hyperfocal distance because they want everything to be sharp. Sometimes you don't want everything to be sharp, so it can also be nice to have an unsharp foreground, as you can see here, then the rest sharp, or even, and that's not visible in this photo, have an unsharp foreground, a sharp middle part and an unsharp background. Also, that can give a very nice touch to a photo. So a landscape photo or cityscape photo, it doesn't have to be sharp from the foreground until the background all the time. Ask yourself if you really want everything to be sharp. So in this case, yes, the foreground is unsharp, but I don't mind too much. Also, this part is unsharp, but that's not necessarily about where I put the autofocus point, but it's about the movement of the water, so the reflection is not very clear. So I can try to get those buildings sharp in the reflection, but it's never going to happen because the water was a little bit moving because of the wind. So what I did in the end, I put my autofocus point here, so in the middle. That makes sure that you get some extra sharpness before your autofocus point, and it gets even more sharpness in the background, because in general what happens, where you put your autofocus point, 1/3 of the focus will be in front of it, 2/3 will be behind the autofocus point. So that's why I put it not right here, but a little bit to the back. So that's what I wanted to share with this photo. Don't apply certain things that are common in landscape or cityscape photography all the time. Ask yourself first what you want to achieve with your photo, and then think about which technique you can use to reach that result. Did you like this photography video? Please like this video and check out our recommended video for more tips.